From the rise to fame and to its eventual downfall, this is the story of Mappa Studios.
Studio Mappa. Mappa.
Mappa's depressing, man.
Out of this decade plus of me watching anime, I have never seen an animation studio as bad as Studio Mappa.
Well, let's rewind real quick. June 14, 2011. Masao Maruma was once a co-founder and a producer at Madhouse at the age of 70. One day, Sano Kanabuchi, a well-known anime director who assisted directing Kiki Delivery Service, approached to Madhouse Studios with the idea to make a new movie called In This Corner of the World. Everything was running smoothly until a disaster struck Madhouse Studio in the form of financial difficulties. To solve this problem, Maruyama and Sunao Karabuchi established a new studio, Mappa Studios, with the hope of finishing Karabuchi's movie. However, the movie faced a major setback as it got stuck in development hell, causing it to take 6 years to hit theaters. Although the original goal of Mappa Studios was to produce movie, Maruyama resigned from his position as CEO in the same year that the movie was released, marking the end of Maruyama's era. But you know what? Mappa hasn't even peaked yet. 2016 marks the beginning of Mappa as Mappa released Yuri on Ice, their third original work. Yuri on Ice didn't just blow Mappa up to the public, but it also caught many anime fans' attention towards the studio. Not long after, in 2017, Mappa released Rage of Bahamut, and one of an iconic anime to this day and my personal favorite, Kakekageguri. Mappa was definitely on the radar now as the following year Banana Fish and Zombieland Saga dropped, and to top it off, in 2019 they helped co-produce Dororo, an anime in my opinion a modern classic. One thing is for certain, Mappa was on a roll with these releases, and I'm gonna say the same sentence again. Mappa hasn't even peaked, not even close. As 2020 arrives, it will soon be marked as the golden era for Mappa Studios. Mappa continued adapting animes, which did carry on a few controversies such as God of High School. Some may say they failed to adapt the manhwa to its fullest, but soon everyone was about to be shot silent as Mappa was cooking something behind the curtains. Jujutsu Kaisen. Everyone started off assuming it would be another quick cash grab, but no. We were far from wrong. Jujutsu Kaisen began with a bang and followed up with another bang and another bang. It didn't take long until JJK was instantly beloved by everyone. It's undeniable that JJK blew up Mappa and put it immediately at the spotlight. 2020 was the year of Mappa. Oh, and Mappa also adapted an anime. No one heard it before. It's something called Attack on Titan. I don't know. Mappa was really not done cooking as Attack on Titan the final season was dropped. And let's just say the anime didn't receive as well as JJK was. Even though Attack on Titan was an established IP, not everyone liked the Mappa treatment on Attack on Titan, whether it's the CGI Titans or the oversaturated blur. I don't know, but they really like blurs. Man, can you stop blurring it? But anyway, it was adapted within a year. People were shocked by how quickly Mappa adapted it. But soon, people will truly understand the deep layers behind the story. And the main reason why Attack on Titan, the final season, part 1 looked like this. Oh, yeah, part 1. We'll get back to that later. As all things should be, there will always be the peak and there will always be the downfall. You might be thinking, wait, what? Mappa fell off? But isn't 2023 also the golden year for Mappa? As Vinland Saga Season 2, Hell's Paradise, and Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 was released in the same year. Well, that's the problem. It was released on the same year. There's a common trait Mappa has in its studio, which is failing to meet the fans' expectation. Not only did Attack on Titan had to be split into 3 parts. Yes, 3 parts. The third part had to be split into 2 different parts individually. So here's the full title. Attack on Titan Final Season Part 3 The Final Chapter Part 1. Yup, that's the full name. Fans of the franchise wasn't pleased with this. To add salt to the wound, the Hell's Paradise anime adaptation was hyped up by fans to not only be left disappointed, as Hell's Paradise clearly seems like a quick cash grab for them. Zero efforts was put into the adaptation. It's not the animator's fault. It was the higher-ups at Mappa Studios. Mappa relies on brute forcing through their productions, produced within a time limit with crazy production. Even the golden goose of Mappa, Jujutsu Kaisen, wasn't able to avoid the harshness at Mappa. Anime directors coming out to Twitter saying that they are fed up with the production, or some even worse, midway had to rush into the hospital. Even one of the episodes were done an hour before airing. That's how rushed the entire season was. Some of the visions for the episode was scrapped because of the scheduling issues. An example is the Maharoge vs Sukuna fight. It is top to down perfect. It was reviewed that it was only 30% done. It's crazy because this is what scheduling can do to an anime. Some animators at Mappa stand out and call Mappa for not properly taking measurements and training animators. And the studio's overwork culture. Mappa also underpaid their workers, even though they work harder than most 9-to-5 jobs. This resulted in the animators quitting the studio entirely. There's much more harsher working conditions besides JJK animators. Even the director for Attack on Titan, have you look at that man? My god, dude, you gotta take some rest, dog. You might have noticed that I skipped out on something. Well, let me tell you about the unfortunate story of Chainsaw Man. Before Chainsaw Man received an adaptation, it was already quite well known to the majority of the fans, as Chainsaw Man was really popular among the manga readers. And when it was announced it was getting an anime adaptation by Mappa themselves, fans of the said franchise was eagerly hoping Chainsaw Man would receive the same treatment as JJK got it. But they were left disappointed, as the Chainsaw Man adaptation to many was an okay adaptation, some even straight up disliking the series as a whole. The vibe of Chainsaw Man was entirely off and many expectations were let down. As for me, I just think it was an okay adaptation. Because of this ordeal, the director of Chainsaw Man has since left Mappa and decided to establish a studio of its own, putting the risk of the next season and the next movie in the works at risk. So what's in store for the future then? Well, I don't think there will be a future for Mappa. If this work culture continues on, Mappa won't just be facing legal actions, but investors dropping out, manga artists denying an adaptation of their work, employees denying working for Mappa Studio, and so on. Sadly, this is only one of the few subject matters that was shined to light, as the entire anime industry as a whole is a mess. Some studios might have even harsher working conditions that wasn't able to be brought into daylight. Mappa was once a well-respected and well-known anime studio, has now fallen into nothing but just a place more worse than hell itself. As the second season of Jujutsu Kaisen has come to an end, hopefully Mappa Studios will finally decide to readjust their working condition. And that is the rise and fall of Mappa Studios.